Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Is That an Owl Bear, a D&D podcast. It's me, your host, Test with the most test. Yes, sure, let's go with it. I'm Cristina Contreras, and I am accompanied today and every day by my favorite person, my best friend. Well, that is not on focus, so we couldn't see. It's blurred. But you
it's
are
blurred.
trying. It is blurred.
I'm doing my. Hi, I'm DM Joe, and this is a blurred book instead of my face. If I do this, it's a.
There you
It's
go.
a Owl Bear podcast book. Look at it.
Look at that. It is so cute. Thank you so much. Also,
Thank
for
you. Thank
that
you, Subaru.
amazing thing. And that was Subi.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
and thank you, Kathy, for getting me this gift. Kathy's my sister, and Subaru made them. We have two different books that you can't get anywhere, but if you want to, you can reach out and we can make them. You can't see them because
yes.
my background is my room. But besides that,
this is a great way to start.
I am thriving. But they're very pretty.
We cut you some slack because it's raining and you're flustered and the country is countrying, just like life be lifing, the countries be countrying, you know?
There.
So
yes.
Look at that. There. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute.
But yeah, so first things order of business is a special edition brought through a thunderstorm and protests, but we're still here talking about D&D business. And the first D&D business that we're going to talk is, did you know that Critical Role sold out? And I don't know sports, so Wimbledon, was it?
Wimbledon?
I think so.
Whoa. What do you mean? What did they sell?
Wembley?
Arena. Wembley Stadium? They sold out Wembley Stadium.
Arena,
yes. For a performance?
For a live play. They shot it yesterday and it was sold out, and it is a new era for D&D live play. We're very excited.
Holy shit, that is a huge deal.
Well, yes, it is.
Why do I fucking know like the capacity of just
you're straighter than me. You're 50% straighter than me.
I hate it.
No. But yeah, they sold that out, and apparently it went really well.
Amazing.
And people really kind of enjoyed it. Not the live that was shot yesterday, but the broadcast is coming out today, Thursday the 26th, which is when we're recording this episode.
And then
you can find it on their usual channels. I mean, if you're listening to this and watch Critical Role, you would know their schedule, so go follow that. But I thought it was worth mentioning because
that's huge.
It's like a huge thing. Like, that's a fucking stadium, and everybody spoke about how, or a lot of the tweets and comments in general that I've read is that you could feel the electrifying, like, because it was like a big live play, and they used to do these before the pandemic, and now that the panorama's over, they this is the first one they did, and it's fantastic. So
that is amazing. Like, genuinely, I'm like, I don't even know. I'm kind of like weirdly proud because I have nothing to do with it, but also it's like, okay, all right, fuck yes. Like, I don't know.
I don't know anything about it either, but well, I know I'm not about the stadium, but I do know about Critical Role, so I thought that was pretty cool. And it was I don't want to call it a one shot, but I guess it is, because it's a campaign 2. Like, they're playing their old characters from campaign 2, the ones that are getting the new comic.
Okay.
The ones that have are adorable lesbians, and we love them. Can't wait for you to meet them.
I can't want to meet them so bad.
And yeah, in general, Mighty 9. So
that is really fucking cool.
Like, I have 2 players who are, because apparently it's also airing in movie theaters in the States.
Really?
I think so, because I have 2 players in one of my Sunday games that are like, they're big Critical Role fans.
I should know this. I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna look into
Well,
it.
maybe yeah, look into it, and then you can go watch it if you want and tell us how that went with, because
Yeah,
if
no,
you
I'm
want.
gonna look into it, see like when and dates and all of that, and see if I can go. If I can make it, if I can go, then I will absolutely. That is absolutely something I want to do. So I'll let you know how that goes. If I can't, then I couldn't.
Work. That is fair
Yes.
enough.
And
That
for
is fair
me,
enough.
like my happy news of the day, because why not? Let's try and find something. I don't know. My favorite band's drummer is coming back so that they're about to start recording a new album, and they haven't been together since 2009, I guess. I don't know. Yay, Dream Theater. I love them,
Okay.
and that makes me happy.
I'm happy that
So
you're happy.
thank
And I'm
you.
happy that we got this background about you because I think it's very important.
I think so too. You know,
You you
it
know
gives
what's
me depth.
having good backgrounds is good for like character building and having depth and getting to know someone. So I think it's important that today we're speaking about backgrounds. Um,
Ta-da!
that was amazing. Um, and what we're gonna and what we're gonna do is speak about a little bit about the best backgrounds and a little bit of the options. There is an article in Wargamer by Colin Baines that kind of lists out several of the best backgrounds, because there are a billion backgrounds. I actually don't know exactly how many there are, but the list really scrolls down. There's a bunch of them. And just to kind of help out anyone that doesn't know, like a background's just like something that you take that gives you some proficiency, some skills, and it gives you like a little additional not quirky, but like a useful little thing you can do. And I think it's up to the players to pick fun ones that kind of relate to their character, but also to develop them with the DM to make sure that they're getting used in the way that they expected. One of my players, shout out to Tucker, what's up? He picked Fey Lost, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And he has the ability to, like, during the evening, at night, little face spirits can come and visit him. And they can be helpful, or like fey creatures are, which are tricksters and so I'm looking forward to kind of bringing that character,
Oh,
that
that's what
background.
that was yesterday.
No, yeah,
No?
no,
Oh,
no.
no. Okay.
That's
So,
his bigger story arc that I'm not gonna get into,
of
but
course.
it does have a little bit to do with like I with Sylvana and Ori, I'm kind of taking their story into like a little whimsical fey adventure
Oh, I
besides
love
the end
that.
of the world shenanigans that are kind of going on.
Yeah,
So
yeah, because that's the main thing that's happening, isn't it?
mhm.
Why is our perpetual theme end of the world? Anyways, moving on.
Well, no, my other campaign that I'm running is not end of the world. The
Oh,
gods are
okay.
just godding, and players can determine if the gods are good or evil and what to do with them. That's like the
Oh, okay.
big thing. What do we do with gods that are godding poorly?
Oh, let's fire them. You can fire a god.
I mean, in D&D, I guess that firing a god means literally setting them on fire, like, because
uh
most conflicts in D&D are solved
it
in
is an
battle.
option. It is an option, yes. So absolutely do that.
Yes. So, speaking about backgrounds, we have our first background that is a little cool, or
Helpful.
just helpful.
Okay.
We're gonna go with the acolyte.
Oh, yeah.
Um, which in general, the acolyte, what it what it allows you, it gives you proficiency in two different things. However, the most important thing is like if you go to a church, you can be like, hi,
It's
I need your help,
me.
church. It's me. I'm here, I'm injured, and um you can get free healing and care at the temple and like a place, if it's one of of your own faith. And I think free healing and shelter kind of moves away from always being a tavern type situation, so it does open some like
Mhm.
fun little role playing moments if you're
Okay.
having
But that only applies if it's of your faith. If it's like interfaith situation.
I would say, like, in my games,
Mhm.
what I would it would
It would depend
depend
on
on, like,
alliances.
yeah, like if you're going to a
Okay.
god that's friends with another god, work. If you're going to like god that is anti this other god, that's not gonna help you. Like, like if you're if you worship the Spider Queen in Alexandria and you go to fucking, I don't know, the Archheart and be like, I'm gonna stay here, they'll be like, my god killed your god. Go away.
We don't want you. No, no. No. But you're a church. We don't do charity. But you're a church. No.
No,
No, thank you.
no.
Gotcha, gotcha.
So yeah, that's a
Okay,
little
that's an
fun thing.
acolyte.
So then you have the folk hero, which I really like because
I like that.
you start out the game and you already did something cool. You know,
Okay. Uh-huh.
not
Uh-huh.
all games have to be coming of age. Like, I'm a level 1. Bleh.
Mhm.
Maybe you already killed that bear and saved that princess. You
Okay.
know,
Maybe you already have a couple of songs written about you.
exactly. Which what it basically gives you, besides, I'm gonna skip over the mechanical stuff
You
because
know
you
what
can
folk
easily
hero is
find out.
kind of like giving me? It's giving me Nicolas Cage vibes, you know? Like like
Does
you did something
Nicholas?
really cool and then you went down on like you went down in infamy and now you're trying to make your career resurface, but it never but there was always a fandom. You know what I mean? Like people love Nick
I
Cage. You always get to talk about Nick Cage.
I don't know what circles you move it because I don't talk about Nick Cage that much. But that being said, um, I agree with what you said up until that he went down, because the folk hero guarantees an inherent connection with common people, and it's a strong kind of like,
He was always a
um
hero. He just kind of like he didn't actually go down. He just went broke. So he was still loved and beloved by the masses. So he actually never went down. So that is a folk hero. Nicolas Cage is a fucking folk hero in D&D terms. I don't know what I'm on today. It's been a weird couple of days.
it's all the protesting. It's the world state. It's the thunderstorm. Like, anyway, okay,
But folk
so
hero, yes.
folk hero. So I like it because it kind of gives you a little bit like, what if you folk heroed and but you didn't folk hero right in like good enough, and whatever you slayed isn't slayed and comes back in like act 2 to fuck your shit up, you
Oh,
know?
yes.
Like, be
Either to
creative,
get
yes.
revenge. Ooh, either to like get revenge for
Either to
trying to
get
get killed.
revenge or to sit on your face because this isn't D&D.
Oh, oh, that
That's
that got
just
sensual.
have you played D&D? Have you
Yes.
played D&D? Um,
Yes.
we have 10 sessions in, and in already in the game that you're playing, someone already fucked an archface. So like,
Yeah. Yeah, that did happen. And then they smacked her in the booty. And I was like, oh, she's an ancient creature. And you just, yeah, okay. All right.
we're just disrespecting her like this. Okay. Um, okay. So the next one that we're gonna
wait. Okay, so like what no, never mind. I answered my own question. Please continue. Ignore me.
I like that. Great conversation. Let's have more of them.
Yes.
Okay, so another one that's really good is it's in
Gilmore
Guildmaster's
Girls?
Guide. Nope.
Oh.
Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica. And this one's called Demir Operative, which basically is you are a covert operative in the House of Demir, which is all about like different
Oh.
guilds that you can kind of build within. But the reason I
Okay.
kind of included this in our list that we're going to talk a little bit about
Yeah.
is, if you find, like, if you like this of rival houses and doing dirty work from within them and this and that,
Intrigue.
intrigue, but like you're not playing in Ravnica, or you kind of want to import it, talk to your DM and be like, I want a guild that stands for the callous murder of 29-year-olds called Esther or whatever, you know, like I don't know, like whatever idea that you want
Why? Jesus.
or I want like guild master that trades in drugs in a plethora of underground tunnels, like whatever you want to
Okay.
incorporate to your backstory that isn't covered with this guild title. Go ahead and talk to your DM to make sure that you can kind of incorporate it accordingly,
Okay.
and make sure that it's hitting the beat that you want. Because if it's not hitting the beat that you want, then you're going to clash and it's not going to be as fun.
Okay.
So yes, make sure that you can kind of talk and incorporate and
Right.
edit and all that.
All right. Nice.
Questions about that one?
Uh no, I mean, I guess that it's kind of that would be more of a because the way that I see it, that would be kind of like a background that would benefit a more like intriguing
Yes,
game,
Game of
right?
Thrones, like
Yes, very Game of
in the
Thronesy,
shadows.
very So I like that, but I see that as a mostly like a role play heavy kind of game. What
Mhm.
would be the benefit of something like that if it were a more of a like let's travel far and wide and and
Well,
like it's very fight heavy. Yeah, go
you're
on.
traveling far and wide, and you go to another city, and you have your guild there, a
Okay.
branch of the guild, so you can be like, hello, I need this, and they might be like, welcome John, this is cool, we need you to go steal this from the king because the plot requires it. And you'll be like, cool, I work with you, so we're friends. So that's how
All
you
right.
can kind of incorporate different guild branches, have a whole like
That makes
cultural
sense. Of
salute
course.
thing, and make it a secrety organization where they like, I don't know, they say hello like Katniss, you know, whatever.
Gotcha, gotcha,
Okay,
gotcha. Okay.
another one that's good, if and only if you picked one of those fighting based classes like fighter, monk, rogue, um
Mhm.
barbarian, whatever, is if you pick the athlete background, which is, you can say like you were a sports person, like you were like,
But
I
then you're
played,
gonna torn ACL.
yeah, like
No.
I used to play for the Cubs, but now my leg broke, so I'm an
Ah!
adventurer or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Ooh, yep.
Mhm,
I like that.
mhm.
I like that.
I think it's like the idea of having these like sports teams in this fantasy world is very soothing for me. Like I find it very amusing, especially as a non-sports person. So I think it's great.
What would even be the sport?
It can be whatever you want. You can make it like a medieval sport, or you can be like they're playing American football. Like, you know, like it could be whatever you want. What if just don't call it American football, call it like Ravnica football,
R- Okay. Now my question is
Baldur's
Ravnica
Gates
for
football.
Is it football because you kick the ball or because the ball is a foot long?
Maybe they play a combination where it's both. You kick it
Oh,
and it's a foot long.
isn't that innovative? Isn't that new and shiny and makes sense?
I'm making sports. I'm making sports.
Okay, I love that. I actually really like that athlete, like former gifted athlete situation.
Yes.
I think it's
I
funny.
think it's pretty funny.
I think it's
Um,
funny.
so you also have coming in next the Outlander, which is a very useful background. It's very apt for characters that like what you were saying, travel in the wilderness, like druid or a
Okay.
barbarian, people
Mhm.
connected to the outdoors. Their proficiencies are survival and athletics, and they you can choose a different origin for this background, which can be like you are a trapper, a guide, a tribal
Mhm.
nomad, a homesteader, like just people who live like out in the middle of nowhere and
Yep.
by themselves, like they're not in the cities, they're not in any of these things,
All
they're
right.
just they're just kind
Out
of
there. They're
out
yeah,
there.
not recluse, but yes, recluse. They're like recluse in the wilderness. They are Leonardo DiCaprio trying to get an Oscar. Like that's what they are. Yep.
They have a cocaine bear.
No. Okay. All right. Pause. Because you had to open that Pandora's box. Cocaine Bear. Have you watched the movie?
I haven't, but I want to tell you that I have a player who's playing like this bear shifter thing, and there's this
With a
drug
cocaine
in my
problem?
hold up. There's this god in the campaign that you're playing, but you guys, not a god, sorry, a drug.
No.
Why did I get that confused? There's a drug in the campaign that you're playing, but you guys went into the Feywild really fast, so like you kind of skipped a bunch of, and it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So there's this drug, and the bear did it, and the bear's now like he's been 3 sessions where he's just like, and it's the best thing ever. Like it's the best. I love it.
Well, now I want to see it. Now I want to be involved with that character. But Cocaine Bear, the movie, it's genuinely good. I fucking loved it. I fucking loved it. It's actually really fucking good.
Lomac, the player, was like, so just FYI, Joe, I watched Cocaine Bear just to kind of get like do my research. I was like, that's so responsible of you.
Yes. Good job. Well done. Snaps. Good job. But also, like, did you hear that a few weeks, several weeks ago, when the rains over here were just bad. Like it was raining so much throughout August and September, just nonstop every freaking week, but also in Florida. And apparently, like somebody dropped some cocaine in the ocean and the sharks ate the cocaine.
Oh no, not the sharks. And what happened to the sharks?
Listen, I don't remember. All I'm saying is that is a premise for a follow-up to Cocaine Bear. It's gonna be Cocaine 2 Sharknado Boogaloo. I don't know. Like
not the Boogaloo. What in the okay.
Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear. So speaking about cocaine, this is my second great segue. The next background is criminal.
I love this.
Criminal. Sorry. Okay, so basically you get skills in like lockpicking and stealth.
I like that. I can pick a lock. Did you know that?
Cristina?
I'm not a criminal. No, me. As in me.
You're not a criminal?
I'm not, but I have a lot of things that point towards like me being a liar right now. No, I'm not a criminal, but you never know what kind of skill sets you're gonna need. So Greg got himself a lock picking kit during the pandemic, because what else do you have? And we learned how to like pick locks, and now we have that on our resume for whenever they want to hire us.
I'm glad that during the Pariana Grande you kind of worked on skills and developed as a person.
Thank you.
The criminal did that just as well. And another thing that the criminal can do is use its all criminal contacts to like fuck around and find out.
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense.
It does make sense.
It's kind of like with the guild situation, but criminal.
But with criminals. I have one of my campaigns, a new one, is they're playing evil people, and the whole campaign is going to revolve around a very corrupt city, and they're going to have to overtake the corrupt city by being corrupt themselves, I guess, because they want to play evil.
Fantastic.
So I want to see what they do with it. I'm excited for it.
I'm excited for it. It's yeah, I like that. Go on.
Yeah. So next we have Astral Drifter, and this is one of the newer ones. It's in Spelljammer. You get proficiency in Insight and Religion, and they have a unique feature called Divine Contact, which basically means that the divine entity, a deity or a god or something, basically talk to you at a specific moment, and you can kind of gives you a bunch of options where you can talk to the DM to see what other ability it gives you.
Okay.
One of the big things to pinpoint in this one though is that this is kind of what is to come in D&D. D&D 1 is going to lean a lot more into early feats rather than whatever they're doing now, like the stat increases or whatever. Which makes for more robust characters, and I actually do like that because you get kind of like options, and the different feats give you different abilities and different kind of things, so it makes characters more unique. So I do quite enjoy the idea of classes giving you some feats and getting feats for your race, getting feats for your backgrounds, getting feats, and kind of making these unique characters, which is kind of more how people are. Like I have feats in creativity, I guess, right? Like I have like that type of thing, versus I would have like a negative feat in sports.
In running, in escaping. Like, all right, you gotta run away from no, minus 3.
Minus 100. Work.
Every single time, I want you to know that every single time that I have to motivate myself into working out, because I actually do enjoy working out, but it's getting to the place of working out that I have issues with, that I struggle with. So every single time, my way to motivate myself is, Cristina, when, not if, but when the day comes that you have to run away from something, call it a cocaine bear, call it
a zombie.
Yes. Call it, I don't know, like whatever you want to call it, for whichever reason. But mostly it's, in my train of thought, it's mostly a zombie. It's bound to happen, but whatever. I'm like, how are you going to justify not being the first person killed?
From 1 to 10, 10 being a lot and 1 being 0, how sure are you that we're going to have a zombie apocalypse?
From 1 to 10?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the other day I saw that somebody learned how to grow, the mycelium that, like,
you know what his name is? Steve. He is a fucking asshole.
His name is Steve? Is it really Steve?
No, I don't think so. But
me and Steve. You, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking guy.
He's probably.
Anyways, but that motherfucker. Why would you do that? Is my question. That's my first question. Why did you go ahead and figure that would be a good idea? Why? What possessed you? You fucking asshole.
Like, this fucker is in his house. He's not in some contained lab.
No, he's just
house.
Like,
I'm just like, he's like, I'm gonna go have sex in my bed and get up and grow some from skin mushroom bullshit.
From my skin. I hate him so much. So that, since that is the most recent development, and I have been having this train of thought since I was like, I don't know, I'm in my 30s, since I was like in my early 20s. I would have said maybe earlier this year, I would have been like, all right, Joe, like it's a 4%, it's like, it's from 1 to 10, it's a 4 for me about the zombies. Now I'm like, Joe, what do you want me to tell you? Do you want me to be socially like accurate or socially acceptable, or
I want you to feel in your safe space and to tell me the truth, because I will judge you. I mean, because I just want to listen to you. Are you like at an 8? Are you prepping? Are you a prepper?
I was gonna say 8, but I don't think I'm a prepper just yet. Like I how there's been like a buzzing around of like how men think about the Roman Empire at least once a week. Mine is going through my list of ways how I could survive after the inevitable. What is the inevitable? I don't know, but I can cook, I can bake, I can make all of like important things from scratch. I know how to make butter. I know how to make like garments. I can make clothes. I can technically make what's the word? Fiber for like making fabrics. So I'm like, if it needs to happen, will I be a cockroach and survive.
I don't. I'm a. What is happening?
Are you a little concerned? Have you seen the world? I'm a little
Um,
concerned. This is also this is all joke and parody.
Joke and parody for
Joke and
sure.
parody.
Because
Joke and parody.
we don't endorse zombie virus, but it's interesting
We
for
really
you
don't.
to it's interesting for me to hear you speak about the zombie mushroom wise, not
Oh no.
um
Oh, okay.
not the
The other stuff.
undead kind.
Not the undead kind. Okay, good.
Okay,
But yeah, no, like it zombie wise, yeah, it exists. Like mushroom wise, I mean.
we're all gonna get fucked. So that's just
Some way or another.
another good background
Yay!
is close to your heart. It's
Oh
called
my.
Entertainer.
Ta-da!
And what it gets you, which is a pretty good, is that you can like get to a tavern and be like, "Hey, buddy, can I stay here for free and I'll play some lutes for you?" This is not a lute. This is
No, that is not a lute. You wanted
yes,
to
this
say
is a flute.
flute. Yeah, there we go.
Because
There we
this
go.
is a
You got
lute.
there. Yeah.
This is a lute. This.
I'm so proud of you. You got there.
So you can kind of do that and kind of trade in directly.
Okay, so
with
basically,
that.
like influencer. You're an influencer, and you're like, "Hi, can I
An
stay for free?"
influencer. Yes, you can definitely call yourself an influencer.
Gotcha.
Okay, then we have the far traveler, which is someone who has journeyed a lot, not necessarily a hero, but someone who has journeyed a lot throughout the
Okay.
world,
Oh, I like
which
that.
I think is a pretty good one. It's specifically like based in Faerun, which is where Baldur's Gate is and all that.
Okay.
But you can still kind of adapt it to anywhere else. It
But
just
then
kind of gives you
for a
like
background like that, that definitely needs to be something talked to and
talk to your
like
DM. Yeah.
yeah. All right.
Because you would inherently have knowledge of the world. Like you can't like picking far traveler in my Panchara game doesn't really help you because you far traveled in the world that you were from, and that world's destroyed, so none of that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So like you need
Right,
to,
I hear you.
when you pick these things, most players can kind of make an expectation of what they want to do. So make sure
Mhm.
you talk to your DM for him to be able to meet that. But that being said, there's a bunch of other ones, but we're running out of time.
This is
So
this is definitely going to be a part one.
a part one, and we love that because it gives us continuity, and we stand for that. But
Yes, we
I've sent
do.
you an image of a creature, a thing, a beast, a monster. It
That's a Baba
is
Yaga if I have ever seen one.
a house with chicken legs.
Look at
What
this
am I?
Baba
What
Yaga.
am I? It is a Baba Lisiaga creeping hut. Like you're right, because Baba Yaga, obviously Baba Lisiaga is inspired off of Baba Yaga, and this is
Because it
obviously
also
her
sounds
hut.
like
So
Maldita Lisiada, and like I am not
Lisaga,
Maldita
just
Lisiada.
Latina.
Yes, that is a novela reference. If you know, you know. I am not trying to insult anybody. It's legit just a fucking novela reference.
She
But
was
it's what
insulting
it
me,
sounds
but
like.
it's okay.
Oh,
It's just
no.
bullying here. That's just what we do. But yeah, what I like about this house is the way I've used it. Can I don't players, I don't know if I can say this, so never mind.
Ooh.
I usually brought it up in someone that was dealing with a plethora of enemies, and it was already a hard battle, and then the house threw a rock at them, and it like shook them to their core, and they were like, "What is happening?" And I was like, "Rock damage. That's what's happening." That group unfortunately mostly plays without their cameras on, but I could just feel why is there a house attacking us? Like the vibe check for when the fucking furniture is a weapon is on point.
I'm sorry. Yes,
it's great. I love D&D.
I fucking love it. Oh man, no, remind me to send you a smart ass Baba Yaga picture later because I have one. But this is fucking amazing. This is great. And I cannot wait to hear more about backgrounds. But yes, we are running out of time.
We're running out of time.
No.
So
I just want to say thank you, everybody, for being here with us on another episode. It's always a hot mess because I am the Hot Mess Express queen. But thank you so much for your support. We truly appreciate it. You can find us on the socials. You can find Owlbear on Owlbear as Owlbear Pod on Instagram and YouTube, and Owlbear Pod 1 on Twitter. You can also follow me as Crispa Contreras on Instagram and TikTok. Yes. No, I'm sorry. Instagram and Twitch. And you can find me as Crispa120 on Twitter and TikTok. And Joe?
And you can find me on Twitter as Joe Harrell1. And as soon as they start charging, I'm going to get out of there, so you won't be able to find me. You can find me on Instagram as @DMJoe. You can find me on startplaying.games under DM Joe. I'm that guy that is hitting 100 games today. So I'm excited for that. And thank you very much for listening. We are very happy to keep giving you some D&D news, peppered in with our very dumb commentary about life, because that's what we're here for. And we hope we were entertaining for you today. I want to go a little shout out to Carlos, shout out to Nick, thank you for listening, shout out to Elaine, very happy to have you listening. And yeah,
thank you guys, everyone. Thank you everybody, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.